Namaste. Sit in Sukh Asan, cross-legged, or Siddha Asan or Padamasan. As we get more flexible, we are going to be able to sit in Padamasan easily. Your back is upright. Sit in Dhyan Mudra, the tip of the first finger and the thumb together. We are going to take some slow, deep breaths. Breathing into the count of 4 to 6 and breathing out to the count of 6 to 12 is effective breathing, and we'll be using this breath to stretch the muscles of our hips. That's what we are working on today. Now extend your legs. Bring one foot to the opposite thigh. Press the knee into the mat. Hug the knee. Press. We are just warming up. Hug the knee. Press. Hug the knee. Bring the foot in your arm and just rock side to side. Release. Now the other leg. Press the knee. Hug the knee. Press. Hug the knee. Press the knee. Hug the knee. And bring your foot in your arm and just rock side to side. And release. Now come on to all fours. And curl in your toes and extend your legs. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Push your hips backwards to make your heels touch the mat. We are in downward facing dog pose, Adho Mukh Swan Asan. Breathe. Feel the stretch in your glutes and hamstrings, the calf muscles and the arches of your feet as you elongate your spine. Breathe. Now bring the left foot forward. Your left foot is between your hands. Your right leg is straight or right knee on the mat. Your neck is in straight line with the back. See to it that you are not rounding your back. Ashwa Sanchalan Asan, Crescent Low Lunge. Very good for stretching the muscles of our hips and making them more flexible and stronger. Breathe into the asan. Ashwa Sanchalan Asan. And now let's do it from on the other side. Put the left foot back and come into the downward facing dog pose again. And now bring your right foot forward between your hands. Your knees above the ankle joint. Your left leg is straight or left knee on the mat. Ashwa Sanchalan Asan, Crescent Low Lunge. It reverses the way the hip muscles are when we are sitting in a chair. So we are stretching them. Breathe. Repeat the asanas about 3 times initially, and then you can Repeat the asanas 5 times. Do 5 sets or 10 sets gradually. And now, from here, let's bring the top of our left foot on the mat. Stretch your right leg. Lift the right toes. And lower your chest onto the right leg. Breathe. Ardha Hanuman Asan. Partial split. Partial monkey pose. Feel the stretch in your right glutes and hamstrings. We are stretching the muscles of our right leg. Breathe into the stretch. You can stay here, or if you want to deepen the stretch, you can slide your right leg forward and come into the split. Monkey pose, Hanuman Asan. If this is difficult, you can stay in the partial monkey pose, or you can stay here, and you can also put some cushions under your pelvis to help you with this, or just support yourself with your hands, your arms. And see to it that your right leg is straight and your right toes are forward. You are not tilting your leg sideways like this. So, and you can lower your chest onto the leg. Split monkey pose. Come up. Now, bend your right knee slowly, everything slowly, no jerks. Come onto your elbows. Breathe. And now, stack your hands and rest your forehead onto the hands. Enjoy this stretch. Breathe into the stretch as you stretch the muscles of your hips, your legs. Come up. Look up. You can stay here, or you can bend your left knee and hold the left ankle and come into Kapot Asan. Pigeon pose. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the muscles of your legs. Be aware. Focus on the asan and be aware of what is happening to the muscles of your legs. Release the leg. And now let's come on to the other side. So bring the right knee back. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Sit back towards the right heel as you extend your left leg and lift the left toes. Now try to lower your chest onto the left leg. Ardha Hanuman Asan, partial monkey pose, partial split. You can stay here, or you can try the split by sliding your left heel forward. Keep your back upright. Breathe. Hanuman Asan, monkey pose. Split. You can lower your chest onto the left leg. This deepens the stretch in the muscles of your legs. Keep breathing, slow deep breaths. See to it that your leg is straight. It's not bent, it's not rolling over onto the side. Your foot is pointing towards the ceiling, and your right leg is active too. And now slowly bend your left knee. Come onto your elbows. Stack your hands one over the other and rest your forehead onto the hands. Breathe into the stretch. Come up, look up. You can stay here, or you can bend your right knee and hold the right ankle and come into Kaput Asan, pigeon pose. Do not turn your neck when you are in this asana. Just feel the stretch. Feel how your muscles are stretching. Breathe into the stretch. Help them stretch. Release the leg. And now bend your right knee and bring the right foot closer to the center. Bring the soles of your feet together and move your knees up and down, keeping your back upright. Bandha Kon Asan, bound angle pose. Again, gives a good stretch to the muscles of our legs, our hips, and also helps improve our immune system by stimulating the lymph nodes in the groin area. And from here, let's extend our legs, hands in front, and let's try to come down slowly. Holding the big toes. Gives Upvista Kon Asan, gives a good stretch to the muscles of our legs. Breathe into the stretch. With practice, each one of us will get here. Come up and release. Now, bend your right knee and bring your left foot across the right knee. Hug the left knee with your hand. Keep the left hand here for support. Ardha Masindrasana. We can stay here like this, or you can bring your hand around and hold the foot to deepen the stretch, and this hand goes around. So whatever option works for you, do that. Ardha Masindrasana gives a good stretch to the muscles of our hips and also strengthens our back, strengthens the organs in the abdomen, especially the digestive organs, and is therapeutic for diabetic patients. Also opens up our chest cavity and benefits the heart and lungs. Release. And then the other side. We can just do it like this. If this is difficult, we can extend the leg, or we can just keep it bent, and we can bring our arm around and hold the foot and turn. Ardha Matsyendrasana, spinal twist. We need to stay in an asana for at least a minute for it to benefit. Keep your focus on the asana, feel and be aware of what's happening to your muscles, and be aware about the benefits, how it's working on your internal organs too. You can do 3 sets initially and then 5 sets or 10 sets. Ardha Matsyendrasana, spinal twist. Release. Now let the left knee be bent. Try to bring your right knee over the left knee. Knee over knee. And lift your right hand, your right arm up, and bring the hand back. Hold the right elbow with the left hand. This is one option. Another option is bring your arm around and hold the hands at the back. Gomukh Asan, cow's face pose. Very good for stretching the muscles of our legs and arms, and also making them more flexible and stronger. See to it that both your hips are on the mat. If they are not on the mat, then extend your left leg so that both your hips stay on the mat, and you're working on the right hip joint right now and the right hips. Release. And then the other side. Now left knee on top of the right knee. Raise the left arm and hold the left hand at the back. Gomukh Asan, cow's face pose. Stay in the asana for at least a minute. Keep taking slow, deep breaths. The muscles will become more flexible and stronger. Release. Now, lie down on your back. Take a deep breath here. Bend your right knee. Bring a strap or a scarf around the right leg and extend the right leg. Holding the two ends of the strap in your hands, keeping your elbows on the mat. Supta Padangustha Asana, reclining hand to big toe pose. We can do it by holding the big toe, or we can use a strap. I'm showing you with the strap, and as you become more flexible, you can do it without the strap. Keep taking slow, deep breaths. Both your feet are flexed. Even the left leg is active. Our dominant side tends to make that side of our back stiff, and it distorts our posture and causes backache and hip problems or knee problems because of our posture. So we are working on that today. Now bring both your hold both the ends of the strap in your right hand. Press the left thigh with your left hand, and move your right leg away from the body, keeping your leg absolutely straight. If your left leg begins to pop up, stop there. Breathe. Opening up our groins, our hip joints, and stretching the muscles. Come up. And now hold both the ends in your left hand. Anchor yourself by pressing your right palm into the mat and move your right leg towards the body. That is to the left side now. Your left foot stays flexed throughout this. Feel the stretch in the muscles of your right leg. Breathe into it. See to it that your entire back is on the mat. You are not rolling over to the left side. Your left foot is pointing upwards towards the ceiling. Come up. Lower the right leg, and now put the left foot into the strap. Remove the right foot and raise your left leg. Breathe. Supta Padangustha Asan. Reclining, hand to big toe pose. We are trying to stretch the muscles of our legs, our glutes, our hamstrings, our calf muscles, the arches of our feet without putting any stress on the vertebrae of our back. Breathe. Now hold both the ends in your left hand. Press the right thigh with your right hand and move your left leg away from the body. See to it that your right leg stays on the mat. It does not pop up. Press it. Keep taking slow, deep breaths. Keep your left leg absolutely straight. And now come back to the center. Hold both the ends in your right hand. Anchor yourself, anchor your body with pressing the left palms into the mat. and move your left leg towards the body, towards the right side, keeping your entire back onto the mat. Only your left hip is lifted. Your entire back is on the mat. Your right leg is straight. Your right foot is pointing up towards the ceiling. It does not roll over onto the right side. Come back to the center. Lower your left leg and get rid of the strap. Take a deep breath here. Now bend your knees. Bring both your knees together, feet together. Arms out in a T position. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn your knees in one direction, head in the opposite direction. Market Asan, spinal twist. Your knees are stacked one over the other. Slowly just lift your hips and move them a little so that they are in the center. Both your shoulders are on the mat. Market Asan, spinal twist. Very good for our back as well as our hip joints, our knee joints, our obliques. Opens up our chest cavity. Come up and come on to the other side. Come up. Extend your legs. Inhale, raise one leg up perpendicular to the mat. Exhale, bring the foot to the opposite hand, head turns away. Market Asan for giving a good stretch to your glutes and hamstrings, your calf muscles, your arches of your feet. See to it that both your shoulders stay on the mat. Come up and put down the leg. Now raise the other leg up. Inhale, and as we exhale, bring the foot to the opposite hand, head turns away. Breathe into the stretch. Come up and put down the leg. Bring your arms closer to your body, palms facing up. Now bring the soles of your feet together and relax in this restorative yoga pose. Supta Bandh Kon Asan, reclining bound angle pose. Very good for opening up our hip joints, stretching the muscles, relaxing the muscles. Also very good for our back as well as the organs in the abdomen and chest. Supta Bandh Kon Asan. Bound, reclining bound angle pose. Keep taking slow, deep breaths. And now you can go into Shavasana extending your legs, keeping your legs a little away from each other, and relax in Shavasana.